What's up, guys? Today we're gonna take a little crazy different attempt at a video here. I'm gonna grab three of these fights I did from Karazhan in the TBC Beta. We're gonna have Opera, and then I think we're gonna see Curator and probably Terrestrial Illhoof. And I'm just gonna talk through them as I play them, squish them together, smash it up on YouTube, and see what you guys think. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much before because I'm gonna be talking this whole time. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Whew, here we go. Oh yeah, like, subscribe, yeah, do that stuff. That's what YouTubers say. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see what we got. We're about to pull Opera. We do get lucky here and pull the wonderful Wizard of Oz. As you'll soon see, I wish I had the game audio playing in so you could hear the NPCs doing their voice thing because it is a joy to hear. You do. Will she survive? Will she? Here's the opera guy giving his thing. Obviously, a little bit slow at the beginning here. Probably gonna, maybe give it the old skipperooski. Come on. 3-minute fight. Let's get to it. So yeah, there's obviously there are multiple different options. There's Wizard of Oz. There's Romeo and Juliet. And I honestly should remember the rest, but I'm absolutely drawing a blank right now. So here we go. I think we start out burning the caster here. We've got you want fire on the straw man, frost on the tin man. You fear the lion. I mean, it's everything the Wizard of Oz was ever meant to be. So here we go, smashing it out. I am healing. I will be Salamis, the middling, kind of not very good at his job, Holy Paladin. However, it's okay. So we're going to run it first. Here we go. Dorothy's just getting torched. This raid group actually was pretty good. I mean, it felt good to pick up a pug, hit the TBC beta. We actually clear through and actually got the final boss. That'll probably be in the next video. So it was pretty exciting. We got this guy who comes down. Now we're just on to X. Obviously, we're about to burn down the lion. He's afraid. He's cowardly. What can you do? What can you do? What can you do? He saw his shadow once. The boogeyman got him. I mean, he turned the lights off. He's afraid of the dark. He doesn't like heights. He's really not into any of it. Straw man, he's a hard man to argue with. I'll tell you, because he's always got a back door to whatever your argument is. That straw man, he's tough. The Tin Man, he used to be pretty gangster, but lately his skills they're a little bit rusty. They are a little bit rusty. But as you can see now Anti-M's up. Anti-M, it is a twister. There's a twister. We will see the witch, the old crone, as they say. Get this old crone out of here. She spawns. She's getting bopped, dropped. She's got consecration on her. We are joined by the wonderful tanks Mama Woot and Peter Pan. And maybe we'll slowly talk about each of the group members and their general demeanor throughout this raid. Because there are a few characters. That were really, really aggressive. And then luckily the chat is mostly hidden. Because, there's some people that had a great attitude. Now, let's see. This is the most important thing because we're beta. It's loot time. Loot is happening. And I'm about to pick up this ribbon of sacrifice. I don't know if that's good for a pally healer, but I used it. I used the cooldown. I thought it was dope. And it was a purple. And I'm rolling on purples. I mean, that is the legitimacy of what's happening here. So, yeah. I mean, we've basically... That was the epitome of the opera. Obviously, literally one of the most classic fights in all of Warcraft. There is another one coming up. These are not hard fights, but they are just from an ingenuity and a design standpoint, literally some of my favorite things that Warcraft has ever done. But now that fool is dead, we are going to move on. And we are going to move on to the Curator. So here we are. We're waiting for him. Here he comes. He's walking the hall, protecting things. Now this fight, there was a time it was hard. The sparks were difficult to kill. You're gonna see. We've all moved past that. I don't know where the gear scaling is for all these pre-made characters. It felt like our gear was far sufficient for this, for all these fights. We easily smashed them. I mean, once we did the fight. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we had maybe a boss wipe or two. Basically, if we wiped, it was on trash, which fits very good with all the people who know me well because I only raid with raid teams that wipe exclusively on trash. That's how we roll. Probably should do a little more editing someday, but for now we're gonna watch this. My boy S Priest. That boy is he's got some opinions, but he was generally quite helpful, and I generally enjoyed my experience with him. He wasn't too much of a dick. Told me I should download Pally Power so that I can buff more efficiently, which I can't tell you how invaluable the information was. It's literally changed. Well, I mean, it changed my life. It really did. It did. It changed my life. But here we go. So there it goes. The flare. You see, I'm just popping out some, obviously the Pally healing style is beautiful, right? Throwing a holy light every now and then to keep your 15-second speed buff up for your flashlights, and then you're flashing the light out everywhere. You might see a sack come out, you might see a bop, but mostly I'm just throwing out flashes of light as fast as I can all the live long day. It's a beautiful thing. And the Curator slowly creeping down. When he goes evocate, we will bloodlust. And you'll see his health start to melt. I do think we get a little bit careless with the flares during the evocate, but what are you going to do? We're trying to kill the boss. And you're going to see people are going to take some damage. Somebody's going to get reflected. Watch Lamian. Lamian is about to take his entire life. Maybe this isn't what the spot that I thought it was. I thought it's somewhere. He literally takes a full spell. I don't even know. Maybe that's in a different thing. I literally bopped the man at 1%. It was my favorite bop of the entire raid night. I don't know. Might not be in this pull at all. I may be totally mistaken. Clearly it's not. Look at that. Yeah, tier loot. Didn't get any good tier loot, but some people did. Not that it matters, because literally went away the very next day. They did this is literally the night before the stress test, and all that stuff went away right after that. Alright, we got one more boss for this one, and it's going to be a beautiful time. I promise. This boss is dumb, and I'm pretty sure I spent some time licking the floor, so let's see what's up. Let's see if I lick the floor on Illhoof. I may not. I may be misremembering my floor licking. I'm not sure. I do appreciate a good nap on the floor. As you can see, my gear is in tremendous condition right there in the top corner. Pretty much after this fight, from this fight all the way to chest, my gear is essentially broken, and you know what? It was still pretty easy to heal. With 4 completely red pieces, my weapon wasn't broken. Healing was really no big deal. It's amazing how incredibly difficult things are. Terestrian Illhoof. He's a satyr. I mean, he's a satyr like all the other satyrs. He summons a lot of imps. And our warlocks farms. Our warlock farms. He just farms seed. He drops all the seed. He spills his seed. He's full seeding. Seed. It's impressive. Kilrack's back up. Still needs to get punched in the face. Basically, one ad he keeps resurrecting with a bunch of other bullspit. I mean, everyone knows this fight. pointless to almost explain the fight, so this is why I do lick the floor, because no one heals me in demon chains. I gotta tell you, not only did they not attack the demon chains, but no other healer threw heal on me that entire demon chains. I think maybe I had not endeared myself to this group. I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't say anything crude, but I felt bad in that moment. Felt like they didn't want me to survive the fight, and I was sad. It hurt my feelings. It really did. But alas, we move on. Alas, we move on. I think I'm definitely probably going to be the only corpse on this fight. He is going down like a biatch. It is tough. It's tough. He's going down like a cheap date. It's not a good joke. I really wanted to continue that with something entertaining, like have a good follow-up that made that funny. Instead, brutal. So, we've almost come to the end. I gotta tell you, I'm curious to see what you guys think of this kind of nonsense video. I just figured I'd talk over these because, I mean, for some reason I didn't get any game audio on the recording, so things got broken. And this is a different way to approach it. I am not opening my spell book. That's ridiculous. Do I get rezzed? I think at some point, like at the very end of the fight, they're like, hey, here's a battle res. There it is. Hey, there it is. Alright. I'm alive again. I feel like it was a waste at that point, but hey, I did keep that healer alive there just now, so it was quite beneficial that they brought me back to life, I guess. Good timing. Well played. And GG. Terrestrian Illhoof is, he's about to drop. Seriously, it was a blast going through these bosses, and I will, probably at the end of the other two videos, I'll probably lament a little bit about just how I feel about Karazhan in general, and maybe I'll tell the story just for fun. But until then, thanks for joining me. It's actually been a blast. I've enjoyed this little conversation. If you did like it, subscribe. Just say something. Let me know. Give me some feedback. Throw a brother some love. And I'll see you next time. Peace.